Although the clamping hardware isn't shown in this model, just pretend that we have a clamping screws in the previous drilled holes that are holding down the part. So the first thing we want to do is we want to do a pocketing tool, and we want to do closed pocket. So we'll click on that to change it, and we want to do bottom to be hard. I'm going to select the bottom surface, and it picks out the bottom surface there. And we're going to go to our strategy tab. I'm going to the axial tab, and we'll do 2 levels. So we'll go number of levels to be 2. Then we'll go to the radial tab. And then just to show you the finishing tab, and we want to do a side finish last level, and we'll do a side finish thickness of 0.02 inches. Let's go to the tool tab, and I'm just going to pick a previous tool that I've set up, and we'll do the lesson 5 T4 N mill D10, and we'll use that tool. It's already been set up. It's got the parameters that we need. It's the 0.5 inch diameter one. Then we go to the feeds and speeds, unselect automatic compute, go approach with 40 inches per minute, machining 30 inches per minute, retract 80 inches per minute, finishing 20 inches per minute. And we'll go to the spindle speed, and we'll unselect automatic compute, and we'll do a 3,000 turns per minute. And we'll go to the macro setup, and here go to the approach, and we'll select this tool, and we'll delete and remove all the motions because we want to start from scratch. And we'll add an axial motion. Actually, I'm going to show you how to delete. We're going to delete that, and I want to go and I'm going to add a ramping motion. So I select that tool. That way the tool won't just plunge into our part. Now I'm going to add an axial motion to connect to that ramping motion. And here I want to change the vertical velocity distance to 0.5 inches. We'll go with the feed rate to machining. And I want to choose the parameters, and I want the horizontal safety distance to be 0.5, vertical safety distance to be 0.5, and the ramping angle, I want this to be 5 degrees. And click the question mark to get the picture to show up. We'll right click and go feed rate to approach, and that'll give us a feed rate up to the ramping motion. Then we'll do the retract, and I'm going to remove all the motions. I'm going to add a circular motion for the retraction. Then I'm going to add an axial motion from that. So we'll have a circular motion, and I'm going to go to the right click and go to parameters, and I'm going to select an angular sector of 45 degrees, and angular orientation, I'm going to have 5 degrees, and a radius will be 0.2 inches. Select OK, and now I want to right click and go to feed rate, and I'll just do a rapid retract on the feed rate. Copy that, and so now when I do a return between levels and a return to finish pass, I've got those copied in, and I should be set up for my macros. Double check on the return to finish path, and we want to change a parameter for that. We're going to remove it, and I'm going to add a circular and then an axial motion. I'm going to change my parameter here. I'm going to do an angular sector of 45 degrees, an angular orientation of 5 degrees, and a radius of 0.2. And we have a manufacturing information there. Now I'm going to do a feed rate, and I'm going to select retract. Actually, I'm just going to use approach there. We'll just do a replay here, see what happens. And you might want to notice something that's looks a little bit off, and that's the nice thing about the video mode and the replay mode. Wow, we went all the way through our part, so something's wrong. So we'll go back and we'll change a parameter to try and fix that. Looks like our bottom face wasn't selected right, but we did select the bottom face, so maybe we have an existing parameter that was used in the default. So we'll select the bottom boundary there, and look, the offset on that is a negative 1.2 inches. So we need to set that to 0. So we should be in good shape now. Do a video mode and replay that, and that looks about right.